Garden inventory. The plants. This is the garden. Its yellow flowers smell good. They fall, and the wind carries them away. Behind the house, a plum tree, an elder bush, and a cherry tree shade the smaller plants. Sage, mint, thyme, and rosemary that grandmother used in her cooking. And there is an old lemon tree that still produces lemons. Twined on the fence are thorny wild blackberries and some bougainvillea and passion fruit vines. There is a solitary kumquat whose fruit, partly eaten by small bats, is always lying on the ground below. And in the distance, beyond the fence, there is a huge oak that stands up against the wind that comes down from the mountain at night. There are other trees and shrubs, planted or wild, everlasting flowers, cacti, jadis trees, a poplar, wardweed. Grandmother tells me their names. I didn't used to think much about trees or plants. Now they appear in my dreams all the time. They wrap themselves around my legs. They keep me company. The animals. A family of field mice comes and goes. They hide in the vines where they are invisible. They collect grains and seeds. The cat sits in the window and from behind the grass watches them appear and disappear for hours and hours. Sometimes very early, it's possible to see a possum or a rabbit along the road. And there are hundreds of birds, bluebirds, flycatchers, swallows, jays, blackbirds. The old tree stumps are teeming with ants that bite bare feet, and butterflies and bumblebees. Search the bird feeders for their share. Shy creatures flee and light when you gently lift a stone, and a small falcon floats in the current of air that moves through the clear sky. The Holy Spirit, my grandmother calls it. When night falls, there are many other animals that we can't see. Frogs and cicadas sing. We close the windows.